and then we have tables in the back where you can like learn more. So if you're like, I want to help with the youth programs, we got a table for that. If you want to help with the No Arena fight, we got a table for that. And then after that, when we close out, we'll have the walking tours. So I'll have the staff introduce themselves, and then we'll kind of point out who's doing tours, and then explain logistics of that. Great. Okay, cool. Let me pass it to Joe first.
Hello. So my name is Hong Lei. So I use he, his. So I work in AU as Civil Engagement Field Coordinator. So I have been with AU like 10 years, starting with like youth programs like 10 years ago as well, when I just like entered high school and just immigrated to the US. So after being with AU youth program for like a couple years, I started to do like more job with AUs, like starting with Chinatown Boats projects and start with like rural education and COVID education. And after I graduated from college on 3 years ago, so I officially working as a staff for AU.
Hi, my name is Wei Chen. I go by he, him, his. I'm a Civic Engagement Director with AU. I involved with AU since 2007. The first time I volunteered for AU Mid-Autumn Festival when I was in high school. But I started working with AU since 2011. It's been a while, I don't know how long it's been. So I'm proud of working with AU because there's a fit of belief and building the power with the people's power in the community, right? So the reason why I'm focused in the Civic Engage program, because in 2014 we started a Civic Engage project in Chinatown called Chinatown Vote Project. This is a project that specifically engage Chinese immigrant and Asian immigrant to register and get out to vote, because we need to increase our power. That we need to get out to vote, increase our political power. And this is very significant for us because compared to 2016 and 2020, our Civic Engage program, both presidential year, AAPI turnout vote in 2020 increased 11%, which total 70% in 2020 presidential election. This is powerful, right? So this is another presidential year. We want all of you to engage with AU, helping AAPI voter turnout to vote in 2014. Yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Yvonne Long. I am the operations manager at AAU. I get to do all the behind the scenes, kind of dry things that you usually do as an operations person, bookkeeping, helping out with grant writing. See, someone's yawning. I just saw someone yawning. I'm actually an artist by trade, so I also kind of contribute that to actually fighting the arena. But I have been involved with AAU on and off since I've known Wei and Shulin as a Mandarin interpreter every once in a while, or a translator. Volunteered every once in a while, and then right in the middle of the pandemic started as the operations manager for AAU. Really excited about this role because even though I'm an artist, I have a creative side of my head. I also am very anal and compulsive, obsessive compulsive, and I love logistics, I love spreadsheets, so I get to work both sides of my brain. Yeah, AAU cannot operate without individual donations. Actually, I'm starting fundraising now because I am not at keeping track of money. So yeah, we can't do this just by grants. We also have a lot of individual folks like you that contribute to AAU to help us do the work that we do. So if you do donate any money throughout the year, I will be the one that's generating the thank you letter, so you know that my fingerprints are all over it when it gets mailed to you.
Hello. I'm Harry. I'm the Youth Programs Coordinator for AAU. I joined in September of 2023, the week before Mid-Autumn Festival started, so they threw me into the thick of things, and I've had to figure it out along I came to here from McCall Elementary School, where I worked as an art teacher, so I get to use a little bit of my artsy side and like social justice side as well in the programming that I do with the youth. So if you know any youth that are entering grades 2 to 5, send them my way for the summer camp. You know, high school youth that want to intern with us over the summer and get paid to work with 2nd to 5th graders, send them to me as well. If you know any college students, send them my way as well. So basically any youth that you know that are interested in learning more about social justice, being involved with the work that AAU is doing, and just want to be a part of this community, talk to me.
Hi everyone, I'm Cynthia. I am the communications manager here at AAU. I actually started here 10 years ago, like Shahong, at the youth programs in the summer. So I worked my way up the nonprofit ladder, okay? And I was youth programs coordinator before, so now I'm just newly translated into comms. So if you see any of our newsletter, that's me. Yes, I feel very grateful to be here. It's very, very nice to meet you all. Welcome.
Yay! Yeah, give a shout out for our staff. So, yes, if you'd like to learn more about civic engagement, we're Shohong's table in the back, and then youth programs, Cynthia and Perry, and then Norina and Yvonne. And I'm actually didn't prep people, but I'm gonna call the board members too. We'd love if you all can introduce yourselves as well. So Allie, Jenny, Teresa, if folks can come up. I'll just say it's not good. I think it'd be great to just, yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Hi all, again. I'm Allie, board president of AAU. Like I said, I started here maybe 15, 16 years ago. I actually started out as a high school volunteer for the Mid-Autumn Festival. I was an arts volunteer, and then I turned arts coordinator, and then somehow I got the key to being the festival coordinator itself. So it's no small feat, but it's a teamwork of all the AAU staff, all the AAU board, and then also community members too who are invested in the festival as well. So I think that's really all I should say about me. So I will introduce and hand it over to Teresa.
I'm Teresa. I used to be AAU staff. I did a lot of our youth programming, and then I left. I thought that I wouldn't have to do any more public speaking, but apparently that's not true. I had the pleasure of watching a lot of these folks come up through the programming, like Cynthia, Shahong, and even some of our board members. So I just feel very lucky to be a part of this community and to be able to enter now as a board member and watch this continued growth, and I'm very excited about Vivian's leadership. So thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Huidan. I also was involved with AAU back so many years ago as a youth high schooler. Came here to participate in the youth program and then started to be more involved because I want to be involved in a community that supports me. This is where I built a lot of my leadership skills, my public speaking skills. That's why I'm able to talk to you today here without shaking, without, sweating. I'm sweating a little bit still. And then I also work in their summer program as a coordinator, and in their school year youth program as a committee member and an organizer. And now I'm back to give back to the community in any way possible and support the community, and also be together with an organization that cares about the Asian community.
Hi everybody, my name is Granil. I started with AAU in middle school as a camper, and then when I was in high school, I was one of the high school teachers who was teaching little kids, and then we also had SIUP, that's a year-round program. When I was in college, I came back as a college intern, And now I graduated a couple years ago, and I've become the board member. So I've seen like a lot of my youth who, there's this one little kid, her aunt worked at FACS as food staff, and like I met her when she was in 2nd grade. Now I think she's graduating college, and I was like, I'm so old, but I'm not that old. Like AAU is where I give back to my community as Asian and Chinese. But right now I'm a special ed teacher with the School District of Philadelphia. So I teach like students with learning disabilities, not autistic support, but it's mainly like, African American students and Hispanics. So in different ways, I'm giving back to not just my community, but like in Philadelphia as a whole. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Ashika. I use she, her pronouns. And I also started off as a youth, as a college intern in 2016. So it's been a few years now, and it's also been nice, as like when you mentioned, seeing all the youth that I taught grow up, like Kenny in the back. Interesting and fun. And since then, I've been like volunteering with the Mid-Autumn Festival, helping coordinate the media team and taking pictures. You might have seen me like running around with a yellow shirt on and a camera sometimes. Lately, I've also been like working a lot with like nonprofits, helping out with advocacy for different organizations and communications work. So I really like attribute a lot of like the skills I have to AAU as well, and helping me grow as a person. And I'm excited to like give back as both the board member and a community member too.
Hi everyone, my name is Jenny. I use she, her pronouns. I first got involved in AAU back in 2014, 2015. And met actually some of y'all when you were in high school, getting involved with the Mid-Autumn Festival. And just really grateful that there's a space in Philly for Asian Americans who are trying to build political power and talk about progressive politics and our place in the city and this country. And in the pandemic, I actually was lucky enough to get to be on staff for a little bit when Teresa was on maternity leave. She's the cutest baby ever, so thank you for that, that opening. And was lucky enough to get to work with the youth program and do organizing around equitable development issues similar to the arena that's happening now. And my background's in city planning, and so very happy to nerd out about those topics and issues with anyone in this room. And I'm very blessed to be able to keep supporting AAU in its role on the board and also with the Arena Coalition. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm excited to see you all either continue or start being involved in this family. Once you get involved, as you all have heard, you do not leave. So thank you for being here.
From board, as well as Ed, who's not here today, but also a longtime board member. And then, okay, so let me pass the mic to Cynthia. So you may have come here just for our oral history tour. So really excited to share that. This is, year in the making, and yeah.
Thank you. So I know some folks are here to do our oral history tour. So just a little bit of bad news, but not bad news. Okay, the tours are still running, but because of the weather back on Friday, we weren't able to get the boards installed in time, but we're still running the tours. We'll still show you all the spots, and you'll learn about the history of Chinatown. But I just wanted to give some background into the project. So, like Vivian said, we started this project about a year ago, exactly, I think, in February. And it was a group of youth. So our youth who was part of the school year program last year decided, what can we do? What is our part in preserving Chinatown? So they decided they were going to approach community members and interview about 16 people. So you'll see 14 boards. I think folks have seen them back there on that table. There's 14 boards. We originally interviewed 16 people. And so we got those archived. We have a little website that I pulled up earlier, but that's okay. If you check out our new website, there's this little tab called Our Chinatown, and you can read all about the boards and the people. But yeah, this project was such a labor of love from the community. Our youth who did interviews in language, in Cantonese and Mandarin, and translated them. and folks who helped us take the photos, folks who helped us archive. Just this is such a labor of love from the community, and the whole premise of the project is to highlight that we're not just a place you come to eat, you spend your Sundays. It's where people raise their families and people go to school here and work here, and they spend time with their loved ones here. So this is just a project to highlight the real heartbeat of the community, and that is the people. So welcome to AAU and welcome to Chinatown. Okay, and on that note, we are actually going to start our very first tour now with me. So the first